triplet, and I'm with an organization called APRI, A. Philip Randolph Institute. And one of the things we believe in A. Philip Randolph Institute is education. I had a chance to meet this wonderful woman last year. She ran for the state Supreme Court, and she said something at one of her rallies that I will never forget. She basically said, you can do whatever you want to do when it comes to the politicians, but you won't see me first because I'm the judge. And I remembered that. It's true, and it's true. This has been a commitment of Judge Thomas's for a long, long time. She goes all throughout the state of Michigan doing seminars like this to help people because expungement is possible, okay? She sits on the 6th, is it the 6th? Third. The 3rd District. Third Circuit Court presently. So we are very blessed and very just lucky to have her today. Very busy woman, very important woman, and most importantly, a very knowledgeable woman. So without further ado, please welcome Judge Thomas.
All right, thanking those who sponsored the event, who put the word out and got all of you here today. When we talk about, and we also will do, very briefly, we'll also say a little bit about federal pardons. A lot of the information carries over. There's some distinctions between the state and the feds, but, and sometimes I just ask if there's anybody who wants to hear about the federal pardons. We usually have more folks who want to hear about the state set aside. You'll hear us use those words interchangeably. If we say pardon, we're talking about expungement, and we say set aside, they're the same thing. Those words are used interchangeably. So if I say a set aside, if I say expungement, we're still talking about the same identical process. When we talk about expungement, we talk about set aside, we're talking about a state process. This is for state offenses here in Michigan. The law has changed. The law changed in February of this year. Some of it is more expansive, will help more people. A couple of folks may have missed the window, but for the most part, it has helped more people. We are going to, when the program is over, at the conclusion, we are going to give you the information in a written form as well. I'm a former teacher, so I understand people learn differently. Some folks learn best by hearing, some by seeing, some by touching. So we try to give the information in as many means as possible so that we can educate as many people as possible. We will give you the packet, which will be written information. Included in there is a copy of the application, as well as a copy of the court order that you will need. We're going to provide that information to you in a bag. We provide the bag because it's important that as you go through this process, we try to give you enough information that if you can't do all of it yourself, you can do a lot of it. You can do a great deal of it. There's some things that you can do and have the process well upon its way so that when you see an attorney, you will save a lot of money. You will save a lot of money. And you need to keep all of your paperwork clean and together. So we provide you a bag as you go around and you're taking these different steps. You can put everything in the bag. You'll know where it's at. You won't have to hand the judge a piece of paper that the cat played with. All right, it's got chocolate fingerprints all over it because you had a means of keeping it clean and handy. There are going to be some people, even after, with the changes that have taken place, that will not qualify. That does occur. And on that end, I'd like to stress a couple of things. Number one, the law has been changed at least twice within the last 6 years. And it's only changing because people are making it an issue. People are talking to their elected state representatives, their state senators, their gubernatorial candidates, their governor, they're emailing, they're texting. And they're being more mindful when they go vote. In the state of Michigan, those who have been convicted of a felony can vote. Those who have been convicted of a felony should be voting. And you do have an issue. Your issue is the expungement, your issue is the set-aside. There are people out here that are single-issue voters. And you have an issue when they're having town hall meetings, candidate nights, you need to be there. And if you're not comfortable speaking in front of a group of people and you raise your hand and they ask you, or do you have a question, all you have to say is expungement.